What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Boxing Wave 101, and we back checking in with y'all, man. I'm tired as ever, but I wanted to get this video out because breaking news is pouring in right now, and I see everybody is talking about it, so I gotta talk about it. Wilder versus Fury #2 pay-per-view buys estimated between 850K buys, which is a tremendous amount of people who watched that fight and had eyes on it, who was basically interested in this bout. Heavyweight is back. Heavyweight division is back. And when the heavyweight division is back, that means boxing is back, because everything thrives off the big guys. Everything thrives off the heavyweights. And when you got two undefeated fighters in their primes duking it out, everybody want to see what basically is going to happen. So the first fight did around 350K buys, which was pretty good, you know, just off the cuffs of how much streaming is going on and, you know, how people can watch the fight now. Man, 300 and some is okay. But when you touching 800, 850, close to 1 million, that's Triple G Canelo numbers. And if you can get close to that, then I mean, this fight was excellent. Like, that mean a lot of people was very interested in this fight. And usually, let's just be honest, when the last time a black fighter and a white fighter has did numbers like this? When we're not talking about Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor, but I'm talking about two actual boxers. It's usually a Hispanic fighter and a black fighter, or two Hispanic fighters, or something like that. But this is actually something different, man. I like it. I like it. But yeah, let's just talk about it. It says last Saturday night, the big pay-per-view rematch between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury was easily the biggest boxing event of the year so far, and it will be unless the trilogy exceeds this. But I think this fight right here, it pretty much takes the cake. Mike Coppinger reports that the fight did between 800 and 850K buys. Chris Mannix backs it up also, y'all. And also, like the video, comment. I'm gonna drop the link in the description below so you guys can basically read it word for word. So we're just gonna kind of browse through this. Chris Mannix adds that the digital buys on ESPN Plus and Fox ads overperform. Anything that overperforms mean that it exceeded, you know, the expectations. Honestly, this is what I managed there get. Obviously, more than 850 people watched the fight. A lot of them just stole it. That's very true. Like I was stating at first, streaming or this and that. It's numerous ways where you can watch a fight, you know, without buying it. But when you really want to support boxing, you go ahead and shell out the money. Also, it's just like the Super Bowl. When the Super Bowl is happening, people got fight parties. You got 5 people, you got 10 people, you got 15 people. You got Buffalo Wild Wings who got hundreds of people there. You got movie theater who got 60 people there. So, I mean, it wasn't just 850 people who watched the fight. It's millions of people who watched the fight. So that's just a good thing for boxing, man. But if 800K people who bought the fight and it's $79.99 price point, then that's just short of $64 million in pay-per-view revenue. If it's 850K, then it's just short of $68 million in revenue. Word was that Fury and Wilder were both guaranteed $25 million for the fight, plus a cut of the pay-per-view. So basically, they made the cut with that. If 25 and 25 is only 50, a little bit of the pay-per-view revenue, so they had some money left over. That's pretty much, they did what they had to do. Is this what they wanted? Clearly not. Is this a terrible number? I don't think so. But if it can be called a true commercial success, it's perhaps just barely one. So if you, what do you mean by that? If you want to take into account just from the numbers wise, they didn't really have too much else to spread the money, because Wilder was getting this amount, Fury was getting this amount. It's two different promotional companies, so money is split up differently. So barely making the cut. I kind of see what they're going with this. But if you're looking at it just from a boxing perspective and how many eyes was glued on this boxing event, one of the biggest boxing events in recent times, biggest heavyweight fight of recent history, the fight was a tremendous success. Shout out to Wilder. Shout out to Tyson Fury. Shout out to boxing. Shout out to the boxing fans. Shout out to the casual fans. Everybody tuned in. Everybody, I'm pretty sure, enjoyed the show. Wilder came in and he did what he did by entertaining. Fury came in and did what he did by entertaining. It worked out for everybody, and just looking forward to the upcoming fights and also the trilogy. We're going to talk a little bit more later on my next videos. But with that being said, Boxing Wave 101, and we out. Peace.
Take Fury. Fury is bigger than Conor McGregor as a personality.